This episode received a lot to discuss. We're speaking about the marketplaces and we're looking at Bitcoin in general. We're going to look at Grayscale because they recently released a list of the top 20 altcoins, or, more accurately, the top 20 cryptos that they predict will perform the best. You can guess which cryptocurrency wasn't included on the list. We're going to talk about the XRP breakout. Bitcoin is currently at $65,900, Ethereum is at $264.5, up 65%, and USDT and USDC are both at 99 cents, but XRP is only at 58 cents. The overall cryptocurrency market cap over the last 24 hours is down just 1.08%. Proceeding forward, we spent quite some time hovering between 2 and 2.2 trillion up to 2 trillion. When we reach 2.3, which is when we should be paying attention to, the next level will be roughly 2.7, but as I've said many times this year, the true test will be 3 trillion. According to Brad Garlinghouse, after we cross the $3 trillion threshold, it will be crazy gold time, $4.5 to $5 trillion by the end of the year. All currencies have broken out since Thursday's bullish trading ranges, signaling the end of the previous consolidation and the start of the recovery from lows. Bitcoins outside the day were set for 70,000. It states that Bitcoin's win during the trading range in a move over the August low is below 53,000. A high level implies that profits are higher. Early this week, the Bitfinex cryptocurrency exchange stated that the August 6,200 high is the level to surpass for Bitcoin bulls 65200, ahead of the 6-month corrective trend in all coins that appears to have come to an end as well. What have we recently touched? The chart indicates that the cryptocurrency established a bullish outside day pattern right above it, indicating the end of the previous consolidation below 655,000 and the start of the rally from the lows of 53K. The bullish breakout is there. That's the goal we're after. Resistance is just below that $70,000 mark. It's not quite alt season, but alts will climb anyhow. Do not be duped by this altcoin surge. Instead, remember that Bitcoin will run first and altcoins will follow. Mark your calendars, guys. The big breakout, the gigantic breakout on Bitcoin, is coming. All boats and assets in this class will be pulled up by Bitcoin, but it will make its run first. The goals for Bitcoin at the end of the year remain the same. We continue to consider $100,000, and then CoinDesk released this as well. For the first time since early August, Bitcoin reached $65,000. This increased investor interest in spot ETFs suggests that monetary stimulus in the US and China is acting as a catalyst for cryptocurrency prices to rise. Keep in mind that China, the second largest economy in the world, is starting to get bullish about cryptocurrencies. They have a lot of money there and will start to open the floodgates. That is what is going to fuel our supercycle. US dollars go into our account, China's money comes in, Japan's cash comes in, and the trickle-down effect begins. You want to see 10 plus trillion, 20 plus trillion, that's how much money is flying into and rotating out of traditional markets into the cryptocurrency markets in all these countries. That's precisely what you must observe. Fans of butts, you don't need to see money move around the globe in any way. I do think, and I have said this before, that the U.S. Federal Reserve's rate reduction will help move money from these traditional markets into the cryptocurrency markets. This rotation, according to the cipher that has been made public, is from Grayscale. Leading cryptocurrency asset manager Grayscale revised its investment strategy and disclosed that while the top 20 cryptocurrencies are expected to perform significantly better in the final quarter of 2024, these are not all the coins they believe would have the best run-ups. These are the ones they think would perform the best in this market. 6 new coins were added to the list in October, November, and December. This is the top 20 comprises a diverse range of assets from several crypto industries, all of which have significant potential in the future. Our strategy takes into account several variables for the following quarter, such as network growth adoption and the impending catalyst durability of the foundation valuation token. We scroll down to see supply inflation and potential tail risk. And we examine it. The top 20 are shown here. The fact that XRP is not H is interesting. frank inventory, but keep in mind that I merely have a very basic yet challenging 75-cent target on XRP, so I don't expect it to do well this year. Instead, I want it to perform well in 2025. So, in this list, you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, which we love, and Toncoin Chainlink, which we love near the Unis exchange. Sue's BitSensor Stacks and Optimism are Weave, a creator of Helium that you may not be familiar with. Leo Dawash Aerodrome Network Silo and Uma spent the night here. The risks associated with investing in the cryptocurrency asset class include regulatory uncertainties and space-specific vulnerabilities, such as smart contract flaws. You expected that since we have regulatory certainty and all 20 of the assets in our top 20 have high volatility and should be regarded as high-risk investments that are not sustainable, XRP would be included on this list. You turn gray for all those investors there. What is your opinion of the scale list? Most likely not. You presumably believe that part of your assets belong here, but just recall that this is Q4 of this year. Blockchain backer, hey, look what, we're starting in 2 days. To help you wake up a little, the total market cap of all cryptocurrency assets is shown below, excluding the top 10. At the bottom, you can see the altcoin flipping signal, which is represented by the small yellow circle inside the black line. It is beginning to awaken. Here, that's just what we want to see. And we obtained this arbitrary user. Please tell me why Chris Larson exists. And Brad Garlinghouse participating in a session titled Recent Innovations at the Philadelphia Fed. Hey, I see that Brad and Chris are highlighted in the 9th Annual FinTech Conference, which they will be attending immediately after Swell. Here, besides a moderator, we notice a lot of tie-ins to Sheila Warren, the Crypto Council for Interaction. These many Fed groups caused rippling effects. Speaking at this Franklin Temple, representatives mentioned that the second biggest bank in Turkey is now working on tokenization on top of Stellar's blockchain, which is something to watch out for. Endorsing XRP talk about growth, talk about adoption. What do you suppose we should call they are both this? Folks, this is adoption and growth. After that, we receive Keith's chart, which I displayed before presenting to you. In 2016, you can see the Go Time box again. And when we were halfway through the bull run, you can see that we weren't just moving up as we got to or entered this box. Rather, it wasn't a straight up move. There may be some chop, similar to what we're witnessing in 2020. When we reached the Go Time, what transpired? Box, taking a straight up moonshot. We entered the box twice, got the moonshot, shot it back down, and remained within. We briefly deviated from the path. A few greens and a few red candles, followed by our ascent back up, all at the same instant. Where were we at the halfway point of the Bitcoin or cryptocurrency boom? The Go Time box is now visible. Having only recently, a few days ago, entered it, people, the breakout is imminent. We anticipate a significant shift to the upper side of the box, where we will retest. Or, perhaps more accurately, we will test since it has been a while since we last tested the 75-cent region, so when we get to 75, I don't think we'll break it. As we approach the halfway point of the Bitcoin cycle, we will see a slightly choppy initial period before we retest it. However, the move must occur, particularly as we approach the halfway point of the cycle, which is expected to occur in early January of this year. The only target we should be watching is 75 cents for XRP. I've said this before, and I will say it again. To instill in everyone's mind, you should always anticipate 75 cents on XRP by year's end. This will prepare us for that parabolic rise in 2025. I don't anticipate a parabolic shift. For XRP up to practically the summer season, does that imply that we will be seated for about 60 cents? 75 cents until that point in time? 100% no. It just means that if we hope to see an XRP of $610, $13 by 2025,